Hello everybody, it's here to you, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In today's episode, we'll be taking care of some side quests across the Dueling Peaks region. So, a bit of a heads up, we will not be taking care of any story progress whatsoever in this episode. So, without further ado, let's talk to this lady. How you doing? Have you already been to the Spring of Wisdom? It is known that Princess Zelda visited the Spring in prayer. I have a great deal of love and respect for her. Don't we all? And it started raining, of course. It did not start raining when I was practicing for this, so of course it's raining now. Let's talk to Beetle real quick, because I want to sell a couple things, because we're going to need a couple of rubies for what we'll be doing next. I say a couple, but in reality we're going to need like 100 rubies. So let's sell 2 opal, and get 120 rubies. If you add 8 to that and divide that by 2, you get 64, just like Nintendo 64. Alright, let's say goodbye to Beetle for now. Go inside the stable. And talk to these people. I got the scoop on Misko's treasure, and it's great. Listen up, Doc. Person, hold on. Hey, buddy, what's your problem? You aren't being incredibly rude or listening to our conversation, are you? We're treasure hunters, on the trail of our latest score, the treasure of the one great Bandit Misko. It's as good as ours. Person, you're gonna give it all away. Sorry, Doc, I got carried away. Anyway, we're busy here, dude. If you need something, take it up with someone else. You again? Pay no mind to my little bro's chatter from before. He's got a penchant for running his mouth with crazy talk. So, Misko's treasure. Ah, shoot. Well, can't say I didn't try to throw it off. Hey, Doc, why don't we just tell him? Maybe he'll leave us alone if we do. I mean, if we can't figure this order out, there's no way someone like him would be able to. That's a good point. We're after nothing less than the treasure of Misko, the great bandit. Finding it would mean incredible riches. I'm not about to give this information away for free. I'm no fool. That's the keen sense of the strongest treasure hunter at work. No gold left behind, not by Domidak. You're great, Doc. It'll be 100 rubies to learn what we know. Truth is, it'd be a steal to get this exclusive scoop for 1,000 rubies. So what do you say? Good deal. Way to go, Doc. You did it. The little twin steps over the little river. My cave rests above that river's source. Misko had the location of the treasure in some kind of strange secret code. I heard this from the former Dark Walker on one of Misko's underlings' descendants' neighbors. As solid as Alina's any. Just knowing someone with good intel like that, exactly what I expect from you, Doc. What's up, Doc? I have been waiting to use that one for a long time. Do you see anything else when you're inside? The leader of Kakariko Village is a wonderful woman. If you can, you should meet with her as well. Well, depending on whether or not you're watching this Let's Play in order, then we may have already done that. I'm going to go in here and sleep until the next day, because what we're going to be doing next involves climbing, and it's not exactly recommended to climb while it's raining. I'm just going to say that right now. Good morning. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Okay, can I just say, I love this guy's mustache. I wish my mustache was as awesome as that. Alright, so where's our pony? There we go. Come here, Waffles. Let's go. Mush. 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 Alright, so the hint for Misko the Bandit's treasure said to cross the twin bridges and follow the source of the river. So, what we're going to be doing next is we're going to be going over this way and doing exactly that. We'll be crossing the big twin bridge. That's not the way I want to go, Waffles! And we can go across the little twin bridge. It's really hard to keep my commentary going smoothly when I have a disobedient horse. We'll continue on over here. And we'll continue following the source of the river. Except not, because my stupid pony won't move. In due time, Waffles will listen to us. In due time, we just need to be patient with them. So we'll continue following the river. I said we'll continue following the river! My goodness, this horse is a train wreck! I feel like I could make it a whole best moments montage out of just this stupid horse. We'll continue following the river until we reach the source, which is this waterfall over here. That's all I was trying to say! That's all I was trying to say. So we'll continue on over here. We definitely will come back over in this direction when we take care of the Korok seeds of this area, because I do believe there's one located under this rock right here, which we'll not be collecting right now because this is not the Korok seed episode. So a bit of a fun story about the side quest. It took a really long time to plan out this Let's Play, and that's a bit of an understatement, but this side quest in particular is a bit special because this was the very first side quest that I did research on for this Let's Play. So that's a bit of a fun little story. The game's side quest it's definitely not like anything we've ever seen before in a Zelda game. Like, we've had a few here and there, like the reuniting Ancient Cafe side quest from Majora's Mask or things of that nature, but we've never had anything quite to this degree. Breath of the Wild honestly has some pretty massive side quests. I believe there's around 70 in the game, and it took a really long time to do research on every single one of them. Well, it's good to know that if I ever want to let's play a Xenoblade game, now I'm prepared to handle doing research on a bunch of side quests. And we get some more opal and some toasted hardy truffles. Toasted hardy truffle honestly sounds like an item from Earthbound. Ah, Earthbound. Ah, I love you so much. And we go over this direction, and there's another bomble wall over here. A bomble wall within a bomble wall. That's like 16 bomble walls. My sister and I, we often argue over whether or not that line is accurate. Those of you who don't know what I'm referencing Deadpool. When he's all like, fourth wall break, inside a fourth wall break. That's like 16 walls. My sister and I often argue over whether or not that's accurate, because the joke is that that's 8, that's like 4 squared, because it's a fourth wall break within a fourth wall break. Before we do anything else, I do believe there is a side quest, not a side quest, a shrine located somewhere around here. Might be wrong about that, but I'm just gonna look around because in my notes it says that there's a side quest around here. It's not shrine, not side quest. Shrines and side quests are completely different. They both took their own sweet time to plan out during this Let's Play, but that does not mean they're the same thing. I want to blow up this wall. Ooh, purple ruby. Okay, so I need to say something real quick. I know that's not how you pronounce rupee. It's rupee. That's the proper pronunciation of that collectible. I get called out a lot for that. I get called out a lot for calling it ruby, but you people have to understand, I like calling things whatever I want to call them. So even though I know the official pronunciation is rupee, that's not what I'm going to be calling them. I will be calling them ruby until I'm dead. On my gravestone, it's going to say Ruby. Not my name, not anything like that. Ow. I just smacked my head on my desk. I'm not gonna, there's not gonna be a name or anything like that on my gravestone. No, 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 no. It's just going to say Ruby, just to spite those who correct me. It's taking a long time to get back over to the stable. Now that we're back inside the stable, let's go talk to these people and rub their faces into the fact that we've solved the puzzle. Almost there, just a little bit more, and I'll have the whole thing worked out. Get out of here, man, that's amazing. You've almost got it figured out. I already solved it. You're lying. Yeah, definitely lying. There's just no way a rookie like you could solve that puzzle before Dak. Not a chance. Tell this guy to beat it, Dak. Quiet, person. I'm trying to think. I just need a bit more time to solve this. And they'll never solve it. Legends say that they're still trying to figure it out to this day. Back near the waterfall where we found Misko the Bandit's treasure, even a reference point for where we're located at. This is where we are on the map. So, I was correct, there is indeed a shrine located over here. But it was behind up on the wall, and I forgot to say that in my notes, so I was running around looking like an idiot for a few minutes. What else is new? So, we can throw the bomb over there and blow it up in midair. Yay! Isn't that exciting? Isn't that unnecessarily epic? To you, sets foot in the shrine. I am Toto. In the name of the goddess Hila, I offer this trial. Welcome to Totos Apparatus. This one is... It's certainly a shrine. So I'm just gonna pull up my notes real quick because I want to know if there's a treasure chest in here. There are 2 of them. Alright, so... This right here is going to be introducing us to a brand new gameplay mechanic where we get to use fancy gyro controls to move a platform. Normally, I really like motion controls. I think they can definitely benefit a game for the better in most instances. If you want an example, I think Skyward Sword definitely is a lot better with the motion controls and things like that. However, there are a few things here and there where there's definitely, I can definitely live without the controls. So, it's not too bad right now. So far, it's fine. Basically how this works is that whenever you activate this terminal, you move your controller around to make the platforms move. And so far, it's pretty decent so far. So this right here, we want to turn the controller around. And we want to move this ever so slightly so it doesn't go too far. I think they really do make some pretty good uses of the controls, of the... words. I think these puzzles, they do have a lot of interesting ideas that we will definitely see over the course of our adventure, but there is one slight hiccup with this control scheme that I think definitely hurts it for the worse. You might see it here, but I'm not quite sure if we will. So, I don't know if it's just me, but it really does seem like this control method seems to desync way more often than it should. Like, there'll be times though where it feels like you're holding the controllers completely straight, but the platform is tilted for some reason. It seems like it desyncs very easily. I'm not quite sure if that's a Switch exclusive problem. I don't know if that problem is apparent on the Wii U version of this game. I imagine what happened was that they made the control scheme with the Wii U gamepad in mind and had most controls programmed that way. And because the Joy-Con grip is a smaller controller, maybe they had a hard time getting it to feel just right. And remember, this game was also released across the Switch and Wii U at the same time. So it's not like they really had a whole lot of time to fix that kind of problem. But again, I don't know if it's just a problem on the Switch version or if it's also something that happens on Wii U. It didn't happen nearly... It wasn't nearly that bad going through here on this side, on this shrine. But yeah, it's definitely something that's going to come up a little bit later. So now we can go inside here and collect our sweet, sweet reward. As we head back over towards the Dueling Peaks stable, there's one more side quest I'd like to take care of right now. Actually, there's 2, but in the stable itself, there's one more. There's a side quest, actually there's a lot of side quests in Kakariko Village, but we're to save those for a separate episode. As for right now, we'll be focusing on this last side quest, and to trigger said side quest, Waffles, why are you still running? Waffles! Waffles! There we go. Let's talk to this guy. Hey, oh my goodness, this horse is a train wreck. This horse is a train wreck. I've never had this much trouble with a horse in this game. Let's talk to you. Welcome to Dueling Peaks Stable. What do you think of the place? Pretty nice, huh? It might be hard to imagine now, but this place was nearly destroyed about 100 years ago. However, thanks to the blessings of the Dueling Peaks, everything is full of life again. Even the wild horses are back. There's a lot of energy in this place. So where are you heading? Both Kakariko Village and Hateno Village are nearby. Wild horses? Huh. Did you not see any wild horses on the way here? Certainly not as many in the years past, but there are still quite a few around. Horses in the wild are, well, wild. No one has trained or cared for them. If you manage to catch one, let my brother Tessaram know. He'll register the horse for you. My boys are well springs of information about horses, so feel free to pick their brains. Leave it to Rensa to tell you about the roads around the area. Kakariko Village is the village where the Sheikah clan lives. It's said that some time ago, that advanced technique said they were more powerful than anything anyone had seen. But that power put them at odds with the king at the time, and they were scattered across the land. Anyway, if you leave here and follow the road straight to the north, you'll find the big bridge. Cross that and keep following the path, and you'll come to Kakariko Village Gate. Leave it to Rensa to tell you about the roads in this area, and let's talk about Hateno Village. Hateno Village is a village on the edge of Hyrule. It was largely unaffected by the events of the Great Calamity, so the people there are pretty easygoing. I hear they even have a research center, but folks tend to avoid the weird scientists who live there. Anyway, head north from here until you reach a fork in the road, then go east and just follow the road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Okay, I believe you have something to say if we talk to you again. Well, so to calm them, it's gonna be one crazy ride, but there's no feeling quite like taming a wild stallion. Trust me, I took 2nd place in the Hyrule Horse Taming Competition. Hey, I saw that look you gave me. Fine! You don't believe me? Let's go, pal. You and me, right here, right now. You want to challenge the 2nd place Hyrule Horse Taming Competition winner to tame off? You gotta, mister. Okay. That's the spirit. The only rule is that you must bring a wild horse back to this spot within the time limit. This area is chock full of wild horses. Any one of them will do. My record is 2 minutes flat, so you need to bring back a wild horse within that time. Prepare for extreme taming! And let's go! Whip! 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 That's probably not something I should say, but I'm trying to tame a horse. So we go over here. And one thing that I can definitely recommend, and this is going to be a case of do what I say, not what I do, is try not to do this side quest at night, because if you do that, chances are they're going to be Stalfos enemies who will appear. Speak of the grandma. Speak of the grandma. What? That's not a phrase that people say. This horse is... Never mind. I was about to say that horse was not afraid of anything, but then started running away. Alright, let's go talk to this one. Except not talk to that one, because it's not exactly a horse you could talk to.
Real horses don't run into trees very often.
Let's try to tame the other pony. Alright, pony, let's do this. Come on, pony. Pony, be my friend. Pony, be my friend. Pony, be my friend. Okay, let's do this. Sneak up on them. You don't want to do the jumping thing too often, especially when you're close to them. And definitely don't go directly behind them, because more often than not, they will kick your face. It's very realistic, because horses actually will do that if you try approaching them from the back. Alright, we got our pony. We're gonna need to tame them. Come on. Button mash. Yeah, we did it. It has a pony. And they have 4 things of speed. This is a really fast horse, wow. I like this one. Hopefully this one will not be quite as much of a train wreck as Waffles was. So anyway, come on, 10 seconds, come on. If you fail this, you're gonna lose the horse, which isn't very pleasant at all. Amazing! But I can't believe you beat my 2-minute record so easily. I mean, I won 2nd place in the Hyrule horse taming competition. To be fair, it was just my brother and I competing. Anyway, here's the purse for winning the 2nd official Hyrule horse taming competition. You earned it. And we get a purple ruby. I guess there's more competition out there than I know about. Maybe Hyrule isn't all that bad after all. So now that we've tamed this pony, let's register it. And like I said earlier, we're gonna be... the horse's hair is kind of messed up. We're gonna be naming all the horses that we catch in this game after food, so... Alright, so I was trying to name it Raisin Toast, but there aren't enough letters in there. So, we'll name this horse Raisin, and the next one we catch, we'll name them Toast.
Oh.
There were raisins in my toast. Raisin toast. There were raisins in my toast. Raisin toast at Waffle House. The last side quest we'll be taking care of in this video is going to be located on the other side of the Dueling Peaks. What we want to do next is that you want to be on this side of the river. We go across the bridge. I learned this the hard way. So yeah, that made me think of that scene from The Mummy with Brendan Fraser when they're all like, "Hey, it looks like we've got all the horses. Hey Benny, looks like you're on the wrong side of the river." I love that movie so much. Okie dokies. That was a weird voice crack. And I gotta say, I am really enjoying recording this game. I was so nervous when planning out this Let's Play that this was something that was just gonna be way too stressful to record to really have any fun moments or anything like that. Because I've never really talked about this in a video, but that was the case with Epic Mickey. Because that was recorded at a time where I wasn't quite as experienced with making complicated Let's Plays as I am nowadays. And that Epic series was very complicated to record. So it was definitely very stressful to work on that series because there were just so many things I had to keep track of. If you want an example, for I believe one episode, we basically during the recording session, we spent a good chunk of time recording the paint method for our side quest, and then we go over to another record.
Real horses don't run into trees very often.
You went that tree on purpose. I don't care what anyone says. You intentionally went out of your way to go into that tree. Remember that thing Azunuma said about real horses not running into trees very often? Yeah, I do. That's why I'm having that voice clip up here every single time you run into a tree. But yeah, basically, long story short, I was really concerned about doing this as a project because there is a lot of stuff that goes into making these videos. There's a lot of stuff I have to keep track of, but I'm genuinely having a very fun time recording this series. So if you wanted to do this on foot, we probably didn't have to go quite out of our way to do this, but I want to ride my pony. That was really bad right there. Wow, I've never seen the frame rate stall that bad before. Wow. Well, actually, I'm lying. There is one very situational case where that does happen, but that's not something I'm going to be talking about right now because I got kicked off my horse. I'm so sorry, Raisin. Can you forgive me? Heading over this direction. By the way, this entire area right here, you're going to want to remember this for something that's going to be coming up a little bit later in the series. I don't entirely know when it's going to happen, but it's definitely something you want to keep an eye out for. Can you please not run into a wall? Raisin? Raisin! No! Bad! Bad pony! Bad! No running into walls. You can do that on your own time, but not during a video. those things right there, you're gonna see those appear quite often during this adventure, where you'll see a group of bokoblins appear on like a platform area they can attack. You can go out of their way to go fight those if you want. They'll generally give you some pretty good weapons if you want to go out of your way to go take care of those, but I'm not that desperate for weapons right now, so I don't really see the point in going out of my way to do that, considering the fact that this recording session is at 42 minutes right now, and I kind of want to move things along. So, next area we're going towards, I believe it's located around here somewhere. It should be around here. Yep, it's over there. I can see the orange from here. So, there's another shrine. So there's another shrine that's going to be located over here that we can go take care of. Let's park our pony right there. Don't go into the water. Don't be a waffle. I feel like that's going to be something I'm just saying a lot throughout this series whenever a horse is about to do something stupid. Oh, okay, it's raining. So, earlier when I said raining and climbing don't mix, this is what I meant when I was talking about that. Vertical surfaces are going to be a lot more slippery when when it's raining, so try not to climb too much when it's raining. Alright, there's a lady over here we can talk to. Look, aren't they lovely? I wanted to see how the shrine would look with flowers around it, and it's wonderful. Please, feel free to take a closer look. Just don't step on them. You mean like this? No, you must not hurt the flowers. They are screaming in pain. Well, you don't like that, but what if I blow up the flowers? How many times do I have to say it? Please treat the flowers with care. They're living things, you know. Okay, maybe we should listen to her. She seems like she's getting a little bit serious. Maybe just one more. So many times. I've lost count how many times I've told you. It's just so many now. How do you not understand? Why don't you get it? I work day after day after day to plant those flowers, and you come and hurt them over and over again! I will make you understand! The flowers rage! This lady is every Animal Crossing player ever. Yeah, we're down to 1/4 of a heart now. This is a highlight of every playthrough I go through of Breath of the Wild. I look forward to this every single time that I play through this game. Man, I really killed my vocal cords doing that. I should probably not scream too much. Alright, there's a choo-choo right there we're going to avoid. We gotta be careful around here. Okay, why didn't she get after the monsters for attacking the flowers? Why did she only go after me? This is the worst kind of discrimination. I did not mean to do that. Oh boy, we can start over from the start. One thing I definitely will say about this is that there is another way you could go over here. The way I'm doing this is the dev intended method of going through the pathway and just being careful not to touching the flowers or anything like that. But if you're somehow able to climb to a pretty high point, you could also glide over the flowers to get over here as well. So that's something that's definitely worth mentioning. I want to be careful about this one. Okay, seriously, that choo-choo is right in the middle of the flower! Why isn't she going after the choo-choo? Okay, you know what? You know what? Why don't we have her... Why don't we take her to Hyrule Castle? put a flower right in the middle of the castle and have Calamity Ganon go over it so that she can reduce Calamity Ganon's heart by 1. Treetops. The things you can do atop small trees are limited, but they have their uses. Use them to scout the area with the scope. It's handy to do something that we couldn't read because I'm not fast enough at reading that kind of stuff. Drifting. So, we're playing with Joy-Cons? Actually, I am playing with Joy-Cons. So, we go across this area, and actually, before we do anything else, I want to look over my notes to see if there's any treasure chests in this dungeon. Looking over my notes. I don't see any. Actually, yes, there is one. Okay, there's one. Yay for notes. Sorry if it takes me a little while longer than usual to look over my notes during this Let's Play. There's like 400 pages worth of notes for this series. So, it's going to take a little time to look through them. What I usually do whenever I play through these games is that I usually make it so that the information I'm going to need immediately, I put them on a separate text file right before recording. That's what I usually do, but with Breath of the Wild, because there's just so much in this game, I usually have the entire note collection thingy with me. Alright, let's head over here. And collect some opal! Yay, opal! Whatever would we do without you? Hey! That treasure was not in my notes! Probably, at the time that I was recording, at the time that I was writing those notes, I probably had the mindset that we could see in the water anyway, so we probably didn't need to write notes for that one. Alright, yeah, treasure chests. I can't use magnesis on you. That's unfortunate. But we can use cryonis to... Are you kidding me? You stupid treasure chest! You stupid treasure chest! Be above the water! Be above the water! Be above the water! Oh my god. This treasure chest is way more obnoxious to collect right now. Here you... Why can I not make it spawn? There we go! Goodness gracious with gravy. Ice flower times 5! Ice flower times 5! Yay, we did the thing, and it's super amazing and sparkly! Sparkly, what? So, the dev-intended method of going across this area is likely that they want you to use fire arrows on the barrels in this area, but we have square bombs. We don't need no sticking barrels. We don't need to do a barrel roll. Let's head over this direction. And because we are pretty low on hearts right now, one thing that I definitely will say is, if you're low on hearts and you're this close to a spirit orb, don't use any food, because finishing a shrine and collecting the spirit orb will automatically refill your hearts for you. This is something that I learned the hard way many times during my multiple playthroughs of this game. After taking care of all that, we're in this video off here. So thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Your options for where to go next are to look for the last of the shrines within this region. Your alternate route option is to go to Kakariko Village to continue the story over there. You're also able to look for Korok seeds if you want, and we can go straight for Ganon. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. My name is Gear to you, and where would you like to go to next? Future Lady Gear to you, I greatly apologize for your eardrums when you go to this video.